Doing a deep cleaning for an MFI, GEM, or HEM Ice-O-Matic continuous ice maker is the same easy process for all three categories of machine. First, we're going to remove the screws from the front panel, which I've already done, and then pop the front panel off. This gives us access to the food zone. After removing the cover, we're going to make sure we shut the water off and turn the ice maker off. I've got the water and the power off to this machine at the moment. Next, we're going to detach this drain hose, and with a bucket, pull the plug and drain all the water from the float housing and freezer barrel assembly. All right, I'm going to return that plug and replace the drain hose. Now we're going to remove the cover from the float housing. These do come with a zip tie over the top from the factory, so cutting that zip tie makes this super easy to take on and off. I have here 1 gallon of pre-mixed ice machine descaler. We're going to make ice with an entire gallon of descaler. There's a fill line on the float housing here, and we're just going to fill up to that fill line. It'll settle, and we have to keep topping it off until it fills all the way up. Next, I'm actually going to let that sit for 15 minutes before we turn the machine on and make ice with the descaler. Now that it's rested for 15 minutes with the descaler solution, I'm going to turn the ice maker on. This will begin to consume the water in the float housing, and because the machine's water supply is shut off, I'll have to top it off as it goes. Topping it off. And that's the last of our descaler solution. Now that we've made ice with a gallon of descaler, I'm going to turn the water back onto the machine to flush the system. Now that we've flushed the system with fresh water, I'm going to shut the water supply off and then drain the hose. So our next step is sanitizing. Again, pre-mixed gallon of sanitizing solution, we're going to make a whole gallon of ice with it. Take it all the way to the fill line. Let it settle. It's going to get up into the freezer barrel. Top it off. And we'll keep topping this off until we've used all of our sanitizer. And that is the last of the sanitizer. We can return our float housing cover. And now our final step is cleaning the plastics of the food zone. So I'm going to disassemble the ice chute now. Remove the retention bar to the right, and our cover comes off. Next, the ice sweep, you can actually use that to spin the bolt that holds it in, and it all comes out together. Super easy. The ice chute just lifts up and off. Tucking that tube right here keeps it out of the way. And then the lower portion of the ice chute. This portion actually has 2 photoelectric sensors, an emitter and a receiver. We'll have to slide those out of their retention places. The front one first, and then the back one. All of these plastics that I've removed are the food zone plastics, and take these to a sink and give them a good scrub with soap and water. While we're here, it's a good time to take some sanitizer on a rag, a microfiber cloth preferably, and wipe off the photoelectric sensors.
Yep.
The magnetic air filter on the back of the machine peels off easily without tools and can be taken to a sink to be rinsed off, and it easily reapplies. Now that our plastics are back from being scrubbed, we're just going to reverse the assembly. Finally, we'll turn the water back on, turn the ice maker back on, and make about 10 minutes of ice to make sure we clear everything else out of there, and our job's done.